Lloyd Banks, Halloween Havoc 4 mixtape slash album review, whatever you want to call it. I wanted to sit with this project for a little while. I didn't want to review it on the last podcast episode because we only would have had like a day and a half. So finally, I'm giving my final thoughts on this, and my ratings have changed. And some of the tracks I like and dislike have changed, which happens. And let's go over it. So Banks on this project. I didn't listen to all the Halloween Havocs again. Like, I didn't re-listen to them, but I really enjoyed Halloween Havoc 2. And, to me, it's a toss-up between the second one and the fourth one right now as to what gets. I'm not going to rank them because I didn't go through all the Halloween Havocs. Like, I've listened to them, obviously. I have them on my phone, but I just haven't listened to some of them in a while. Halloween Havoc 1, I actually re-listened to a little bit here. So I'm not going to rank the actual projects, but I want to go over the project. Banks. What I enjoyed about this project is, it's got a mixture of a lot of different sounds from the old school to the new school. And I said this on the live. I really enjoy how Banks adapts to a little bit of the new sound, but still keeps it, old school. And that's a hats off to the producers. Everybody who produced, from Cartoon Beats to Mr. Authentic to George Jetson, I think his name was, or something like that. Forgive me if I can't remember all the producers' names, but shout out to Kai Miller for being the engineer. I think Kai Miller had a lot to do with the sound, like vocally, Banks's vocals, like it sounds a lot more clear and more like, less muffled, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's Banks intended for that or what the case was. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if that's just the engineer doing that, but that's something that I really enjoyed about the project. Let's go over my favorite tracks on here are Familiar Scars, Diamond Heist with Vado, Broken Arrows, You Shouldn't Be Here, No Opinions, and Take Me Under. Those are my favorite tracks. I realized throughout this, what I want to say, about a week that the project's been out, I've been bumping those. I've been going back to those always. And then I realized what tracks I didn't go back to a lot. And that's Trap Dice, which on the stream I didn't really enjoy. It's not really one of my favorites. Convoy and Clubbin' and Chaos. Those three tracks, not a fan of at all. I've skipped them every single time when listening to the project. Just not my cup of tea. It is what it is. So overall, on the score on the album, on the live, I was between an 8, 8.5. I give it now a 9 out of 10. And the reason why is because, I only found myself skipping 3 tracks. And to me, out of how long is this project? Let me go back to the actual track list. I think it was like 16, 18 tracks. So to miss only 3 tracks out of 15 tracks, sorry. I was saying like 16 to 18. Out of 15 tracks to only miss 3, that means, 12 out of the 15 are, amazing that I can listen to, that I can enjoy. So to me, that's an A minus. You can put it there, about an A minus to an almost an A. So that's about as good, damn near. If those 3 tracks were on there, boom, to me it would have been a classic. But that's the thing. That's why for me, I categorize classics a lot more aggressively. I don't just throw the word classic out there. For me, for you to get a classic from me, I have to enjoy every single track, top to bottom, not skip anything. And that is very, very rare. It's hard for any artist to do. So that's what I think of the project. I do think it is. I'm not a fan of Halloween Havoc 3 that much, but I do like Halloween Havoc 1, 2, and 4. But then again, I haven't listened to those projects in a while. That's my thoughts on the project. 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think. Banks delivered. To me, he's always setting a new standard when it comes to bars. A lot of the stuff, I'm still learning a lot of the lyrics, catching them as I'm listening to them over and over again. But to me, he delivered once again. I think it's even better than Cody 3, but that's something up to debate. 2 great projects this year. Salute to Banks. I love it, man. There's nothing more that I could have asked for from an artist, and I feel like Banks consistently delivers quality material, and that's something that a lot of artists can't do, I think, in today's time. And I would like, moving forward, and I know Banks, he doesn't, the crazy thing about this is after he dropped the project, people were automatically asking for Cold Corner 3. Like, bro, just enjoy this project first. Enjoy it, soak it in. Don't immediately, I need, a week's gone by. So to me, I'm just saying for the future, I would love a Lloyd Banks and Kevin Gates collab. That's probably one of my dream list collabs that I would love to hear. And I remember, somebody tweeted at him, and Banks said that would be dope. So that's all I'm hoping for in the next Lloyd Banks project is features outside of the normal people he collaborates with. Vado's cool, Fabulous, all these other artists that he works with, Dave East and Styles P and whoever else. Great. I just want to hear different flavors and styles, features from people on the next project. I know he said he's going to charge people $100 for Cold Corner 3. I don't know if he's jokingly saying that, because Banks sometimes on Twitter will just troll people. But I'd gladly pay $100. Nipsey Hussle did that and was huge success. I'd do the same thing. Banks has a core fan base, a loyal core fan base that will support no matter what. So $100 for me is more than it. Like I'm more than willing to give that to Banks. He's delivered great free music, a lot of free music for us, and that to me, is worth $100 easily. Not even, I don't have to question, And plus Banks, without even hearing the project, I'll just throw the $100. It's nothing because I know Banks can deliver. He's always delivered for me. So, that 100, I'm 100% willing to do that, no problem. And anybody else, who's a real Banks fan, and loves the music, is a supporter, you got to appreciate it, man. The guy's delivering projects. Took a little break, hiatus for a little bit, but every year I've been delivering, man. Every single year, something new, and other artists get praised like crazy. Oh my God, Future's dropping like 10 projects a year or whatever, like 2 a mixtape and an album. Oh my God, he's such a hustler. Banks is doing it too, man. And I don't see the praise coming his way as much, which is unfortunate. He can deliver, to deliver projects at this caliber back to back and in the same year. Not a lot of artists can do, man. There's not many that can think off the top of the list that can do that. That can just back to back. And by the way, in the same year, not even just back to back, just in the same fucking year do it. So you got to really, really respect that, and acknowledge that. Because a lot of artists get respect for dropping projects back to back and having this buzz. But a lot of it is pretty easy, man. Subpar stuff. So salute to Banks. I enjoyed it. 9 out of 10. I can't wait. I'm going to keep listening to this. I can't wait for the next one as usual. And hopefully next time when I go live, this shit doesn't fucking freeze on me.